You're a yummy chicken kebab on a Friday night. Welcome back to Crypto's Juiciest News. We have a Bitcoin price once again, $100,000 holding over the weekend. I think everybody's going to be happy with that. Literally going sideways. Man, we've got some big news, friends. The fake FOMO rumors are starting. We've already seen, I don't even know if this is confirmed, but we're just writing confirmed anyway. Amazon shareholders are now asking to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet, or to discuss it. But look, here's the funny part. When it comes to shareholders, apparently you don't even really need the board to even be approving of it. You just request for it to be discussed and they can go, okay, let's discuss it. No. Anyway, move on. And then they're like, ooh, they discussed it, right? So this is the type of funny stuff that you're going to start to see appear as the bull market progresses. And you'll get to figure out the hard way, friends. No one's really your friend. No one's got your back but Spoonie, okay? Spoonie's got your back. And in the midst of the mania, there are no facts, okay? It's what the crowd wants. It's the crowd. We're all manifesting things. We want to just say stuff. We want to do stuff. We want things to happen. We want magic to happen. We want to see a magic show. We want to see we want to see Germany say, you know what? We want to buy back our 50,000 BTC. We just want to see that. And people will start rumors even if they're not true. And you'll be very surprised. The rumors will go so far that they'll have to comment about it anyway. Or what will happen, friends, is you see some funny stuff. Someone will start a fake rumor. Almost guaranteed it's going to happen. Someone's going to start a fake rumor. Let's say it is the Germany one. Okay, hey, sexy German ladies. You know how you took a big fat dump in our chests? Okay, clean it up. And we want you to go back and buy a Bitcoin back. And it will just start a rumor out there. And it will make it all the way back to the German government. And maybe someone in the German government will be like watching the world reaction to it. And everyone's like, yeah, we love Germany. Yes. And then they're like, oh, don't tell them it was fake. Like, yeah, we're thinking about buying the Bitcoin back. And then they just got to see we're thinking about it. And then the Chinese whispers goes and does the loop all around the world again. And they go, Germany's going to buy their Bitcoin back. And everyone's going to do it. You see what I mean? That's the mania, friends. That's what we're looking at throughout this bull market, especially this Altseason. That type of wacky, wild stuff. This is the weekly chart. Remember, we are in a pit stop area. I just want to show you what happened the last time we had that pit stop. It was about 4 weeks. So you have up 1, 2, 3, 4, and bang, around 4 weeks. It's kind of funny. If we did that again, maybe we just go, another, it's kind of funny. 1, 2, 3, and then maybe another fourth one. And then imagine, it would be funny, man, if we start moving into the Christmas period. That would be fantastic. Now, it is 100% confirmed that the altcoin season is here, friends. So, look, it's funny. You're like, yeah, Tommy, you're my friend, confirmed. You have a big lollipop. Of course. How do we know really it's all season? Yeah, friends, you don't really know anything. It's just like the ratio on this weekly chart, it's pinged the other way on a weekly. Okay. I also saw a baby doll who was charting HEX orange edges with the Tangang main core coin. He said, oh, the weekly, the super trend flipped green on it. Yeah, but he was on a 4-hour chart. So, like, here's the thing, friends. Like, don't let that stop you. It's bull market, but you can just buy anything. Okay, don't confuse brains with a bull market. You understand? If you have an opinion on something, you can buy it. I'm not even joking about that. If you've got an opinion on something, it probably means it has mindshare in your mind, which probably means it has mindshare everywhere else, which probably means there's going to be a rotation to it anyway, which probably means it's a buy just like anything else. Okay, but we're here to maximize our bang for our buck, aren't we? That's why we are in PulseChain, the blue ocean chain. What do you think about this Altseason coming? I mean, look, man, do you think it's going to repeat all over again? Like, hey, if you like want to look at exactly what happened back in the last time Donald Trump, friends, it was this big gargantuan move. This was 100 days, literally 100 days to the top. Whee, bang. Want to know something interesting? You know, Bitcoin broke its all-time high here. All right, Bitcoin broke its all-time high. There you go. In January, it broke $1,000, and then after that, it started smacking up. So, man, friends, I'm telling you, man, I think I'm right, man. I really think the real Bitcoin high was 100K. I think in 2021, we were meant to hit 100K. All the charts, all the inflection points, all the retailer movements, they are matching today. They are matching a $100,000 top from 2021. They actually match it, which is fascinating, right? So look at this. We did not have the widespread XRP and everything Altseason when I went back and actually went here. Okay, it actually did it up at 100K. Crazy. Yeah. So we did get scammed here. It was a robbery, friends. Donald Trump got scammed with the election. We got scammed. There was soy banking free, drinking a lot of soy, eating bugs. They put in Gary Gensler as well, and there was so much uncertainty as well. People couldn't come and commit billions of dollars because they didn't even know if they were doing something illegal or not. And they're like, yeah, you know what? We don't want to gamble on crypto anyway. Because yeah, it's kind of like, friends, if the government said, we can't even guarantee that if you watch someone gambling, we can't guarantee you're not committing a crime. If the government said that, you're like, you know what? I was gonna go get sloshed with the boys and like end up at the casino on a Friday night, but I don't even know if me looking at someone else gambling is a crime. So like, why risk it? I'll just go get sloshed in a hotel room. You see that? And then you expand that out to all these institutions. That's how they were feeling about crypto back in 2021. They're like, oh, we don't even know if what we're doing is really real, safe, or anything like that. But now that's been removed. I'll get to that shortly, friends. Paul Atkins is an absolute boss, friends. Paul Atkins, the new SEC guy, he is full free market guy. And that's how it should be, by the way. How do you think the best ideas come? It's because we literally throw 1,000 things at the wall, all poop, and they all flop down. But one thing sticks. That's how we get the best innovation. If you cut that, if you're like, oh, you can't throw 1,000 things at the wall anymore, you're only going to throw 100. Man, it's going to take like so long to figure something out, okay? That's just how it works. Now, the biggest news of the day in PulseChain community is HEX from Ethereum. eHEX, friends. So eHEX plus 22%. I'm going to get into that later. So Richard Hart has done a tweet, and he did a neutral tweet, but obviously because we're on the way up, it's interpreted as bullish because HEX is a better Bitcoin. And he just referenced pretty much, remember I told you that MetaMask shielded HEX from Ethereum? It was a top 5 most swapped coin, which is kind of funny, bro. Like Uniswap, you guys are disgusting, by the way. We were literally the 5th most traded coin on estrogen land Ethereum. We're the only source of protein, and you are denying everyone the only source of protein. You're making everybody have these high fat, high carb diets, man boobs everywhere, people who can't do one single push-up. Like, bro, try to do a push-up, okay? Just do one push-up. They can't, friends. Pencil neck, flaily arms. But the irony is, this is the funniest part. The pDAI narrative makes everybody enter cope mode. pDAI price is up, okay? Pulled back now because of the evil scum actors. Now everyone's worst fear has now happened. All the, I guess, the old guard, their worst fear is that eHEX now rallies. Isn't that funny? We went from like cope number 1, extreme mind blow, pDAI, and now cope number 2. It's kind of funny if you're sitting around, you're like, wait, you're telling me that there are old guard Richard Hart believers who hate his first coin? Yes. Yeah, it's just people like that, friends. They go pick one side and they just go everything else is trash and they ignore everything else. That's fine. We're still waiting for Ethereum to do its nice big move, friends. Its nice giant big move. We are around $4,000. I'm looking for a move up. I think I saw MMCrypto here, some like, the triangle, the ball sack and handle of something. But look, man, this is that big Fibonacci first fib. And if I put it to a linear chart, it's 7,200. So that's it. Look, friends, if you do a log chart on the fibs, I do them, but they're full on copium. You understand? Like, oh yeah, there's $1 million Ethereum. It's literally $1 million Ethereum. Yes, I'll take that, sir. Okay, so if you put on a linear chart, that is I can't give you any guarantees in life, but I'll tell you, like, I've been telling this for like how long ago. Look, Ethereum is, without a doubt, almost 100% certainty, and there's nothing 100%. I feel like it's 99% certainty. It's going to 7,200. Okay, but then you go, and then what? And then what? Does it ping back to 3 or 4? Is there a midst of a crash? Does it keep going up to 14? We'll see. Now, as I mentioned to you before, the Amazon shareholders asking for a meeting to discuss buying Bitcoin on their balance sheet. Like I said, the rumors, friends, the rumors. I'm like, I read it. I was like, you know what? Someone probably made that up. Who cares? Let's just send it out there. Make them talk about it. That's how mindshare works. You understand? Everyone is shilling. So they're trying to accuse you of something so that you reply in the context of this word. Okay? Just so like now they have to talk about Bitcoin. They're like, they come out and say, no, we're not discussing putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. And then everyone asks them why. Why aren't you? You should be talking about it. Why aren't you talking about it? And then I have to make another response. So now something that didn't exist in their mind share, now you're forcing them to talk about it. That's network effects, bro. That's it, friend. By the way, that's how the US dollar works. It just works differently. They don't talk with talkings, okay? They shoot with shootings. If you had world power of a currency, you got to go, you know, get some Arab countries, get some oil, make some trade, the trading of goods and services done in US dollar. You see what I mean? That's why everyone talks. It's just that's why they call Bitcoin and crypto friends. They're peaceful. They're peaceful countries. There's no war. Okay, it's all intellectual. It's all on the internet because you can't force someone to do something. You know what I mean? Like friends, you turn your back on a Solana degen. What are they doing? Okay, now they bought Chinese zombie Joe Biden 69 Inu, and they just got rugged for $400. You know what I mean? Like, even you put a gun to their head and you tell them, please, sir, please buy this ETF. Nah. You know what I mean? They've lost their money already 15 seconds later. That's also what makes crypto the most interesting asset in the world, because not only does it have the highest growth rate, but you can't force people to do anything. This is free market stuff. It's literally it's the most and the last truly free marketplace in the world. I remember I started saying it as well, and that's also Arthur Hayes says that. It's also not even, friends, not even an opinion. It is true. But also remember, free market gives us the big, fat, powerful pumps. However, when we sink, good luck. You know, like, what do you think Donald Trump's, what do you think, or the cabinet is going to say if we start sinking? They're like, well, you bought vaporware meme coins. I mean, you knew, look at the logo, bro. The coin is named Hawk Tour. You know what I mean? Like, it's named after a sexual act by which a woman spits on a man's willy. What were you expecting to happen from this event? You know what I mean? So with the corrupt chairman Gary Gensler, they wouldn't even say anything. They just go start arresting everybody. So we're in a better place. In other news, which is warming my heart, Normie copers all around the world are saying Bitcoin is too high. I'll show you another post going through that later. So this is how you know a bull market's coming. Everybody's saying it's too high already. Bitcoin 100K. And what they're doing is they're comparing like Bitcoin to the iPhone. They go, oh, there's more upgrades to other chains coming. Ah, my friend, my sweet, sweet little children. You know, you're just watching this happen over and over again. I got asked about that same stuff literally when I went all in crypto in Q4 of 2018. It was the exact same thing, okay? I got the exact same stuff. And guess what? At the start, I had no answer for it. I didn't know. So I had to learn about it. And I kept forgetting. It didn't sink in my mind. I had to watch Andreas Antonopoulos videos, Eric Voorhees, because that's always a common argument. Even like, yeah, Uncle Peter Schiff was always saying it down here. He's like, yeah, Bitcoin, right? There's going to be a Bitcoin 2 and a Bitcoin 3. Why do you get no Bitcoin? They're always talking about it like that. And I thought, yeah, why can't we get upgraded? Don't we get screwed? That's because I didn't understand back then. Now I understand, right? That's why I shared it with all you. I had this eureka discovery moment. Oh, the community is the asset, not the code. Doesn't even matter what the code is. When you're buying into Bitcoin, friends, you're buying into a story, a narrative. You're buying into the biggest donation to humanity, dollar-wise, of all kinds. That's what you're buying into. That's what Satoshi did. Okay, so yeah, here's all the coins. I'm never going to dump them. And see yous. You know what I mean? That's why Max Coins. That's why people have like a religious affiliation when it comes to this. They're like, what a donation to give. That's what they do. Compare it to Christ and Christianity, dying for sins and doing it like this. That's why a lot of people they draw these parallels. That's why it's like they're really all in. Is it going to be like that forever? Well, the dominance of Bitcoin can go down. It ain't going away anyway, man. I'll tell you now. There's just too much mind share now for it to go away. As I reminded you as well, Richard Hart and his MetaMask tweet, and then we have HEX being up 20%, which is lovely. Get through a bit later. For pDAI, friends, as well. So pDAI, this is its chart. I've got some funny tweets out as well. pDAI, this is its chart. I know there's like a double wick here, but there's a lot of people. I mean, it's first cycle HEX, man. Like this thing, I understand. I know what you're all done. You got a 15-minute chart up. And you're watching this, and they watched it go down 35%. I know what you're doing. I know. Even though I say weekly, I know you've got the 15-minute chart up. I know that's what you're doing. You got the 15-minute chart. You're watching this thing go down. You can't take it anymore. And then I go like, looks fine to me, bro. Literally nothing of it has changed. Some quick updates on that. So there were, unfortunately now you suffer and the whole community suffers because there are evil snake actors. Some of them have claimed to be who they are. We don't know. I don't know. I don't care who they are. You know, because I'm sure you've noticed by now, there's a new evil snake actor like every month. You know what I mean? Just changes names. It's the Hydra head, okay? These evil snake actors, now they're starting to spam the transactions. So unfortunately for everyone, now the people donating all their time, like 99 Capital and Decentralized Me to figure out what's going on, now they have to go and filter through every single thing to make sure one of them isn't a real transaction. And there were real transactions, real as in like, you know, like a unmarked, unscammy ones out here, which are doing things like testing and removing the wrapped BTC collateral that can be added and stuff later on. So everything's going fine and progressing. It's just unfortunate now that things are like forced to be checked harder now. So we can't watch things perfectly. You got to wait like a longer time, which sucks because now there's bigger time delays out here for everybody to get information. But you know what? You don't really need any more from here. I know that's exciting, but I mean, like, the hockey stick is still intact. You know, friends, a lot of people as well. Just to show you, like, a lot of people, you got to watch my videos, dude. I'm not going to explain it for the 15th time. They're still asking, why doesn't Richard Hart just go make another stable coin for cheaper? I'm like, bro, do you understand me when I say this? You don't. So I'll repeat to you again. Richard Hart already has more than 55% of this pDAI. Do you understand? He is financially incentivized to latch the origin address into this now, okay? No one in the community talks like that because they're scared. It appears like, hey, are you implying he's doing this for personal gain? They're all too scared to say that. And I'm saying, yes. But guess what? How do you think you get rich? It's because somebody else got more rich than you could possibly imagine, and let all of you get rich alongside them. That's how wealth is actually created, friends, okay? So you'll never hear that take. No person has ever said that. I mean, I've covered that many times. There's no news. It's like the 5th time I've said to you guys, when you own a lot of a coin and you got to buy it pennies on a dollar and you control the origin address supply, you are incentivized. Hey, I'm going to move this thing to this other thing I've got most of purchasing power access to, bank. Okay, there you go. So here's another thing, right? Richard Hart's personal wallets on HEX, Pulse, and PulseX, which you don't know what they all are, because he'll probably own a lot of shit coins that people never think it's him, right? So it's likely, it's possible that, you know, the supply of these, he could have a bigger percentage of pDAI. So what does that mean? What does that mean? It means, look, it could be the same, it could be this, but you don't know, okay? So if he has the origin address coins, the core coins, okay? If he moves it to the core coins, he is less wealthy access than pDAI. Okay, but you don't know. You have to take a guess here. That's why the price is 2 cents and it's not $1. Okay, you're taking a guess here. But all these on-chain transactions show that, or like imply there's something bigger and grander going on. Now, by the way, when I say like personal gain, it's not going to dump or anything. I'm just telling you, it's like here's the thing, friends. Let me tell you something. Okay, like imagine you are the mayor of a city and you get to declare. You're opening up new land and you have a choice of like 5 things to choose from. All right, you're going to expand the city, okay? One of these lands, empty lands, you so happen to have bought 55% of the supply and then an extra 20% with private family wallets. You bought supply of the land for like pennies on the dollar 5 years ago, okay? And then there's 5 to choose from. What do you think the mayor's going to choose? Do you think see what I'm getting at now? Do you think the mayor's going to choose the 4 lands where they don't have anything there? So that's where all of this is pretty much going. And look, it's still not a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee. And you have to use deductive reasoning. And that's why no one even wastes their time, man. When it comes to people saying, I want a guarantee, tell me when it will happen. Like, bro, we can't give you this. We can't. You're asking me, we're about to flip a coin. You're asking me to guarantee you it's coming out heads. 50-50, bro. But if it does come out heads, you're going to get a 50x payout. And if it comes out tails, you lose 1. There you go. You have to deal with it. So a lot of people, they don't focus on the 50-to-1 payout. Instead, what they focus on is, but there's no certainty that it's going to flip heads or tails. They'll focus on that. The hyper-focus is all the crypto, right? And they'll want you to show you, hey, show me the last 10 times you flipped the coin. Was it heads or tails? I want to see that so I can try to predict the next one. You're playing the wrong game if you think like that. In more positive PulseChain news, Ansem replied to a PulseChain tweet. So he's like saying, what do you guys got over there or whatever? And a lot of people getting excited. That's good. But just to let you know, he ain't going to be impressed. He doesn't like PulseChain whatsoever. It's not just to do with Richard Hart or anything, because, friends, he's a Soilana boy. Okay, so Ansem is a Soilana guy. He doesn't like EVM. He thinks that I've watched every single one of his interviews. Every single one of his interviews I watched. I know everything he's ever said. Okay, so he says EVM is slow, transactions suck. He doesn't believe in the layer 2 model of Ethereum. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like it all scattered out here. Which is like modular blockchain, that word. They're like monolithic, which is like, I think basically one chain, basically Soilana model. But Soilana to expand, they have to do the layer 2 model anyway. But that doesn't really matter. Okay, in his mind, Ethereum is old. There's too many VCs. I know, it's kind of funny, the perspective. Soilana saying Ethereum's got too many VCs, which is hilarious. And all he sees are a bunch of low cap liquidity shit coins. Okay, if there was one thing that could blow its mind, it's pDAI. But let's be realistic. pDAI would do it deep into 2025. And he's going to see a lot of mind-blowing things next year anyway. You know, Pepe 100 billion and this 100 billion. It's like, oh, cool. Richard Hart launched a stable coin. That's how they're going to interpret it, by the way. If you want to know what is Ansem, what is Erica Wolf, what is their criticism of Richard Hart, when this thing plays out, if it plays out, okay, if it plays out, they'll say, oh, Richard bought a coin and then used the community funds to latch onto it, and then so he got to buy it for pennies on the dollar to control access to it. That's going to be their mid-curve take on it, straight away, which is good, friends, because like you're like, you know thy enemy. That's it. In a bit, like I want to know, hey, how does somebody get fudded out of this even before it happens when they finally figure it out? That's how you would do it. Because now that you understand it, if you wake up one day and you see like a 3-page essay of like, hey, this thing's a scam, Richard Hart got to buy it for pennies on the dollar, blah, 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 blah. Once I start reading that, you go, oh yeah, my friend Tommy told me about that literally a long time ago. This is all priced in. Sweet. Now, I've got further confirmation for you, friends, that Altseason has definitely started. Look at MMCrypto's thumbnail. Top 5 meme coins to 5 million. Okay, so 5 million. So this is interesting. Not interesting. It's Altseason, bro. That's what we're here for. Let's not beat around the bush. We all want sexy, juicy altcoins, but interesting, right? They got meme coins. Remember, MMCrypto. Friends, MMCrypto just made literally $10 million trading XRP. He bought $2 million of spot. He made a $4 million profit on that. Sorry, $8 million. So he made a 4x. And then he put like a 500K leverage trade because it broke out of that big macro triangle. I'm telling you this just because also Stellar Friends, which is vegan XRP, and it's just latched 1-for-1 the market makers move it. So this was I'm not joking, this is a once in a lifetime trade to break out of that triangle, and they all got it. So sweet, good on them. Don't try that at home, by the way, because this is a weekly chart. Okay, you're not finding triangles on a weekly. I know what everyone's doing. They go put on a 60-minute. But also, you buy anything in a bull market, friends. You buy anything in a bull market, you're going to make money. That's it. Everyone's going to make money. The only difference is, how long do you stay in the casino? That's what it's going to be. Because, you know, it's like you stay in the casino, you maybe put in $200. You're like, oh, I'm up 1,800. And you know, like, oh, that's a good amount of money for you. Then you find out a guy sitting next to you at the blackjack table, he put in $1,000, he made 350,000. So, you know what I mean? Comparison, friends, is the killer of joy. You're like, oh, man, he got 350K. I'm like, my shitty little at 1,800. You see what I mean? There you go. You're killed on that. You're literally destroyed. Little do you know, the guy's $1.5 million in debt. Maybe owes some money to some gangs. And, you know, you don't know that part, right? Or you don't know that that's how his life is going to turn out later on. But I will do my best to remind everyone. No, remind everyone. Friends, I'm literally... Yeah, have you ever been to a party? Try to convince everybody to go home, bro. At 9:30. It ain't happening, okay? For the 1 in 20 people want to listen, I will be making videos along the way saying, hey, I don't think the bull market's over. I think it's healthy, but sell some off to cover your debt. Oh, just sell 5% this week, man. Just 5%. Is 5% going to kill you? Just sell 5%, bro. And just trim it off. Just like put it in the side. Don't use it to gamble. And I've got to repeat that part. Don't use that to gamble Guess how everyone loses, okay? Because they take profits and they go, wait a minute, there's another coin I can go buy. That's how it all happens, friends, because the loop keeps going and then it all drops, okay? That's how everybody gets destroyed. We're going to see more FOMO. This is obviously Amazon and the shareholders. And remember, they're looking at MicroStrategy, friends. I'm just telling you, didn't I tell you green candles, bro? Green candles make you so smart, don't they? Yeah. Friends, they're looking at this chart and they're going, how the hell did this Ponzi, unprofitable piece of trash company do a freaking 15x just by buying another Ponzi? Yes, an inferior HEX Ponzi called Bitcoin, BlackRock BTC, okay? That's how they did it. Look, I've already seen whispers all around the world. These stock market companies, they just want their price to go up, dude, because they own equity. They want the price to go up so they can dump higher. So they're all incentivized to look at this stuff and think about, oh, what's going on here? This is Ansoy's reply to what could you be possibly doing over there? So shout out to your local meme pirate. Do a poll about PulseChain. Okay, obviously because I'm blocked. That's why it's called Ansoy, friends. Also, so shout out to Freedom 777s. The ticker is DAI stablecoin, so it's pDAI. That's how it actually appeared on my feed. So that's why I screenshotted it. That's what I'm digging and lock in. So there you go. Look, just these whispers of words of stuff thrown out. The whole of 2025 is gonna be like this, friends. I mean, I love Pulse King. He's trying to keep it a secret. Oh, that's bull market stuff. You understand? That's yummy lollipop bull market stuff. By the way, that's a framework. Okay, and I will. Thank you. That's actually hilarious. We will be using that next year. It's very effective. It's very effective. Because like if someone doesn't like you, like we always say that about crypto bands. I shout to Randy Boo. They're like, he's trying to accumulate. He's keeping it a secret. He's gonna talk about it later. Friends, you know how I know that's gonna happen? People do it to me. Like. But this is the funniest part, okay? Friends, there are coins, for example, like Kumamon, the black bear, okay? One of the 10 gang black bears, orange gooey queen. I like it, along. I made videos on it and stuff. I told you, hey, along, it's cool. Okay, it's new. But here's the funny part. In the 2 or 3 days, I was just watching it. People were like, because we were covering like 400,000 things. And then people thought I was purposefully ignoring it for a reason. I go, I wasn't, man. Do you know how many new stuff appears to me like every single day? 1,000. 1,000. You can't pick it, friends. And then this is now the funny part. People forgot, but it's like literally 2 months ago. Okay, people already forgot I'm still long, and I still like it. They forgot it. So now I've seen comments which appears just on my feed. People are speculating with each other. They're saying they don't know I own it. Okay, they believe I don't own it, and I'm keeping a secret from everyone, and I'm secretly accumulating. Okay, so that's like the speculation part. I'm looking at it like, bro, I'm still long. Where the hell have you been? And I realize, oh gosh, like, bro, it's like an endless stream of people who don't know. You're getting more new people, and their memories are forgotten, and like just new people are joining, or they've been here the whole time, but they're just not paying attention. They're coming back. So I'm not going to waste any time like explaining things. But there'll be no explanation on my actions if I don't have to. Like, okay, you bought this, or you sold this, or you're trimming this. Yeah, bro, get over it. Who cares? Who cares? Move on. It's a bull market. You see? So don't bother doing that, friends, because a lot of the times you just find yourself, you will be shackled by this because there's an endless stream of people questioning. Because why? Because it's all come down to one thing. Why didn't you go all in on my one biggest holding? That's what it all comes down to. So you can never please everyone. Also, friendly reminder, I'm going to play some pump music for you. Whee! Okay, get your money off Coinbase and get your money off centralized exchanges, man. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This is a very sad story. My buddy got rogged in real life. He got roofied in Brooklyn. The Coinbase account drained of 6 figures. Damn, man. So he was drinking, obviously, cold orange juice. He got spiked. Oh, man. He got spiked, probably like Liquid G or something. And yeah, man, that's terrible. The perpetrators transferred the stolen funds to another Coinbase account. Look at this. The Coinbase and the NYPD detective haven't been helpful or responsive to get more info to recoup the funds. Bro, Coinbase, friends, if you ate corn for dinner and you're pooping corn pellets, Coinbase want to know about it. Oh, what were you doing? We're going to suspend your account. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Is that corn? It better be corn. Right, friends, that's literally Coinbase. I'm not exaggerating, okay? If you use a VPN to connect to Coinbase. They literally came out and said, hey, all the scammers use VPNs, so we'll just lock your account. By the way, unfortunately, your account gets locked 4 to 6 months. You can't touch your account. Literally, your money's capped there. And they literally take like 6 months to respond. So like, 3 months, you reply, you send the message. 3 months later, they go, oh, send us the documents. 3 months later, oh man, it is just absolutely shocking. I can't believe it. So very, very sad. By the way, Coinbase finally respond to him. Hey, thanks for reaching out. Look what he replies. He's emailed you many times, dude. So they're like, hey, why don't you email us? Don't. Please, just get your money off decentralized trash exchanges. And by the way, that guy's first mistake, he called the wrong detective, okay? Step away from the soy. You're not going to make it, friends, if you're playing around in this red ocean area. Centralized exchange is a red ocean. The only way to make money off centralized exchanges for most people is to have insider information to know what they're going to list. So you can just buy it on a decentralized exchange first. Okay? Have a look at some Bitcoin normie cope. In the mid-2000s, BlackBerry was #1 smartphone by far. Its stock surged. Then the iPhone came along and ate its lunch. The stock plunged 96%. What if Bitcoin is the equivalent of BlackBerry and the new technology comes along and makes it obsolete? Interesting. Let me give you an analogy. Okay. It's the year 1800s. Okay. Christianity, big religion in the world. Okay. And then some guy figures out opium. Yeah, figure out, oh my gosh, we can smoke this thing and we can get like really, 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 really high. Okay, we can get really high. So high and happy that you don't need to worry about anything else. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like some guy saying, but that's the perspective of Bitcoiners as well. They go, hey, this new drug, it's making you happy. But yeah, but it fries you. Okay, and in the context of crypto, constantly seeking that new tech thing when you're dealing with network effects like this, it eventually does lead to people getting fried because the game of the speculation, the financial experiments it's lucrative, but it is dangerous. And friends, the end game for Bitcoin, it's not to do this Ethereum stuff. The end game of Bitcoin is literally money. It's based money on the internet, but they want base money of the world. You don't need it to do tech. Like, does the US dollar did the US dollar need CBDC micromanaging interest rates to get dominant? No. It just took over the world. Okay, so that's the perspective out here. You're not going to get this replacement. Now, over time, Bitcoin can lose its dominance and stuff over there. This story ain't going away, dude. They're going, like, how many times I told you guys? You don't get a free pass in markets, okay? There's always an insider who knows the thing is going to zero, and they don't let you out, okay? It dies a long, long death. Right, before you even get the chance, okay? Now, I want to speak a bit about MakerDAO, friends. MakerDAO renamed to Sky, all right, Sky. And it was kind of sad because it just took 4 people. 4 people with the most amount of MakerDAO tokens, they are renamed to Sky. So they're no longer MakerDAO, they're called Sky now. And I already reported on this, right? A lot of people didn't even know. There's no longer DAI. It's sunsetting. So it's still there. It still operates. I can't turn it off. But they're now pushing everyone into USDS, which is USD-Soy. So DAI is now renamed USD-Soy, and I will be calling them Soy. So if you hear that around, as it literally is Soy, it's CBDC Lite. They have a blacklist function now. Bro, what are you doing? This is the worst implementation. Who voted for that? 4 people. Decentralize my ass, bro. The blacklist function it does exactly what you think it could do. Exactly what Tether and USDC do. Okay, they can just turn it off. Okay, cool. That introduces risks, unfortunately. Pretty much, friends. What's happening? Okay, obviously. Do you remember, friends, that, look, I think they're scared of the Coconut Intelligence Agency. They got some threats. Something happened along the way. Something was sent. Something happened. All right? It's very obvious. Just to remind you as well, rest in peace to Nikolai. Nikolai was one of the co-creators of DAI, the decentralized stablecoin, and they killed him. Okay, first they sent him mad, and then they killed him. He drowned in like a beach of like 30 centimeters water. So I forgot what it was. Okay, just to let you know, that's what the Coconut Intelligence Agency do now, and we learned this from the UFO stuff. So they don't just kill you now. first they make you go crazy. So you say stuff. So they give you like lithium ion poison. They can give you some stuff. It makes you go crazy for like a month to 3 months. You literally start going loopy. You start saying loopy stuff. You know, you get like super paranoid and things like that. Then they kill you after that. All right. So that's every time. So every time you hear, why would they do that? Because it's very plausible for them to say, oh, they were going crazy anyway. Naughty. This is important for pDAI. Now pDAI has tremendous product market fit. Tremendous, friends. That's why, man. Like, you're looking at this. You can trade this chart if you want. It's not a trade, and you know the thesis. Because pDAI would be a truly decentralized stablecoin. Also on this page, I have different savings rates. The saving rate, see 11.5%. So you're incentivized to leave your stuff in there and to basically maintain the peg. That's how the reserve token will work. So it's pretty cool. Now, the big news of the day, we also saw, friends, so this is eHEX. So this is HEX from Ethereum, starting to do its nice round trip up. You want to know what's funny? This is some green on the page as well. iCosa from Ethereum as well. So yes, if you want, like, if eHEX comes back, HEX from iCosa from Ethereum comes back. So it's EIICSA on there as well. The combined HEX price, I screenshotted this myself. This is amazing. Hit 3.69 cents for the combined HEX price, which is beautiful. And just to confirm for you again, HEX is a better Bitcoin. Look at that. Bitcoin not moving anywhere. HEX plus 20%. So funny, man. All the Bitcoiners, they said, there's never going to be a rotation. There's never going to be a rotation. I'm like, bro, are you freaking serious, man? You're like the casino closes down for renovations for a week. And everyone's like, oh, they're never going to come gamble again. And you're looking at society like, really? I've got some bullish news as well on Paul Atkins, friends, the new SEC chairman. Look at Hester Peirce. We have a lot of work to do at the corrupt SEC to advance free markets, etc. I'm delighted Paul Atkins will be returning to lead the effort. Having worked for him during his last stint at the agency, I cannot think of a better person for the job. So she's very bullish. Hester, man, she was like, she hated Gary. You can tell she hated Gary. She wanted him out. She was always publicly coming out and saying, I don't know why they like this. I don't know why. We're trying to help. We're trying to do that. She's on the board, man. She's on there, part of herself. She's like saying, oh, God, I just can't figure it out. What's all this? Well, duh. Some deep state corruption obviously is happening, friends. We already know this. They corrupted Twitter, okay? So Elon found all the old chat logs. He saw all these government agencies were communicating to Twitter people, telling them what to delete. It was a full-on, it's just full-on communism, friends. That's exactly what happens in that type of a state of economy. And yes, just to confirm, this does add for me higher probability we're getting a double bubble alt season, which means the end of year 2025 run will be bigger than the beginning of the year one, which, like, don't count on it for sure. It just increases the odds for me because that's what happened with Donald Trump. He's now got SEC chairman. Oh man, it'll be big. And now, friends, this is the Richard Hart tweet about HEX from ETH. So even after the majority of trading and liquidity for HEX migrated to PulseChain, HEX on Ethereum was still in the top 5 swapped on MetaMask yesterday. So all he did was recite a fact. And the market was like, bullish. See, man, it's mind share. It's mind share. Because you can interpret that any way you want. You could make that a negative frame if you wanted to. Because he says, oh, it migrated. Okay, it migrated. You see what I mean? Or the market could, like, it could, if it wanted to, if it was in a bear market, it could like fail off that. It'd be like, oh, all you're giving it is one tweet, but you tweet about everything else 15 times. Like, it's not enough. The market wants more. You see negative frame, there you go. But positive frame, because it's a bull market, is like, ooh, he acknowledges it exists. There you go, bullish. As you get to see, man, network effects and mindshare, they're a lot more complicated than just, like a positive news or a negative news. Okay, the fundamentals of what keeps everyone there, that's actually most important. That's what we call the product market fit. So as you get to see, friends, it's about the people, not the numbers. It's about the people. Now, people are simple, but they can also be complicated. If you try to just slap formulas on everywhere, you don't get the answer that you always think you're going to get. However, like it's very clear in crypto. So meme, cults, religions, the archetype, that's very clear. There's a formula around that in terms of the framework. However, there is no real formula in terms of forming the cult or doing things when you're in the cult. Like, for example, if Richard Hart uploaded a video of himself crying and apologizing, would that be bullish or bearish? Probably bearish. because it's contextual to the cult in there. Okay, you see what I mean? But XLM Stellar, if the founder, if he uploaded a video crying, it might go viral and it might attract all the other vegans out there. They're like, plants, I love eating plants. Those people will be like, wow, that's a home for me. Look how empathetic he is. I relate to that guy. See? So that's why we're a bit complicated like that. But once you understand the target demographic, this is like basically business 101. Understand who the hell like watches your show or like is buying your product, right? Once you understand that, then yeah, everything's amazing. But if you have no understanding and you're trying to apply it from other places, it doesn't work. That's what we're trying to figure out. That's why crypto's in a gold rush right now. People they're digging out these personality types of humans and these congregations of groups. Okay, and also you'll find the more universal and the more powerful that that ideas become out there, they're the ones that probably prosper the most. It's not necessarily the one that you think is the best. So for example, you might think there is a, you know, let's say there's a denomination of a religion out there you think is actually the best. You know, like they're the most neutral. Let's say Christianity. I don't know. Maybe it's got like 15 denominations. You know, maybe you find one that's like really small. Like, yeah, maybe there's only like, you know, 50,000 people in there. You're like, hey, they're like really, really kind here. And I really like how they like adapt stuff. Yeah, but that's not what the mainstream is out there. You see what I mean? It's the same thing here. It's almost like as well, what you think is like the best burger in the world. Yeah, it could literally be the guy from the food truck down the street. You're like, oh, you know what I mean? Moe's got the best burgers in the world. Okay. But if you just write burger to 7 billion people and you got them to select, hey, I said the word burger, what's coming to your mind? Probably like 2 billion of those 7 billion think of a McDonald's Big Mac. You see? Now, was that the best burger? Doesn't matter. No, what I mean best, it's the one that's known the most. Okay? So we apply these trends with marketing, branding, politics, everything when it comes to this type of world out here. And that's why what you got to see with Richard Hart, he's just saying like he's like breathed life into it again. Hey, HEX from Ethereum still exists. There you go. Also got to clarify as well, you can buy eHEX on PulseChain. You should if you're going to touch it. Because at least then, you know, you can play around with some stuff. You want to do liquidity provider. You don't have to stake. But I mean, like, if there's a year left anyway, how much yield is really left in it regardless? And yeah, I mean, like, of course, the optimal thing to do is long-term staking. But considering the thing's still down 99%. Actually, it's down less than 99%. It's down 98.9% now, I think. Since it's considering it's still down that much, to convince everybody that we're immune from cycles in any coin, in any asset, I don't know if anyone's going to buy it. We're going to need a lot of new people in. A lot. We'll see. You never know. Double bubble alt season. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.